All right. Plastic. Hey, Bill, you were talking about plastic waste last week. Yes, I know. I was in way over my head. Did you know? No, I didn't. I don't know anything about it. That's another thing that I wanted to read up on. I wanted to read up on plastic. I wanted to read up on, when the Republican and Democratic Party switched, like how their ideologies from conservative to liberal and vice versa, like how the fuck that happened. I was hanging out with a friend of mine. He was like really into Teddy Roosevelt. And I knew one story about him, that he got shot in the fucking chest while giving a speech, and the guy finished the fucking speech. I'm like, that's quite a character to read up on. All right. Plastic. All right. You were talking about plastic waste last week. Did you know 90% of all plastic can't be recycled? No. Why is that? But 100% of the collected recycled plastic is profitable. It's an $80 billion a year industry, and they have a worse batting average than the Sox did against the Jays last week. Wow. Man, there's just so many things there's just so many things on the list. Like, yeah, we got to do something about that. The companies that produce plastic make a combined $900 billion a year. To reiterate last week's listener, they will never talk about this because it's too much money. Yeah, and they just pay off the politicians. Fuck. And politicians, they don't make any money. Like influencers on Instagram make more money a year than the president of the United States. They're set up to be bribed, regardless of what color tie they have on. To reiterate last week's listener, they will never talk about this because it's too much money, and most of the renewable energy technology have a lifespan of less than 5 years, i.e. solar, and require more oil to produce than they would have burned. Red Rocks was awesome. Love to you and the family back east. All right, so then the solution is we need to have a lot less people quickly. Jesus Christ, where's Joseph Stalin when you need him? Man, I got to tell you, that's going to be a reality at some point. At some point, they're going to have to just do that. People, these problems are way bigger than me and way bigger than my podcast. All right, I'm just going to fucking, I don't know what, tap out of this. So you're actually telling me, 90% of this shit isn't recyclable. So what I'm actually doing is contributing to the pollution that's going to last for anywhere from 800 to 1,000 years is how long it takes for plastic to break down. I'm going to make the world a worse place while simultaneously helping to finance some fucking eyes wide shut party for some fuckhead that owns that company who's going to give himself a $500 million bonus one day. Yeah. You know what? This is why, I kind of just tapped out of all that Federal Reserve shit because it's just so overwhelming, so depressing. And then when you try to talk to regular people about it, they always turn it into a political or a religious issue, and they just start screaming and yelling about the standing president or the last president. If you're a liberal right now, you're still blaming Trump. If you're fucking a fucking red tie person, you think everything's Biden's fault. And it's just. Yeah, that's why, once again, I'm in a house in the middle of nowhere, sitting on a porch by myself, staring into the woods, doing my part for the earth, killing myself.